Morning, sir.
Good
Good
morning,
morning,
sir.
sir.
Morning, sir.
Morning, sir.
Good
Good
morning,
morning
sir.
to all of you. Yes.
Morning,
So
sir.
today we'll take the second story, the black aeroplane.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Yeah. So this is also something related to the unexpected help. Now sometimes it happens that we get some unexpected help from somewhere. Okay, we do not know where from where, who is that person, how he came to know about our problems and all, and he came to help us. Sometimes we are in such a fix that we cannot come out of that, and at that time someone comes from nowhere and helps us and goes back, and we never come to know about that person, who that fellow was, from where he had come. Like that things happen. So something similar has happened in this story also, the black aeroplane. Okay, the black aeroplane also is having the same story. Okay, yeah, Arya Dubey, please read. Switch on your mic, Arya. Switch on your mic. Can't hear.
From my mic.
Yeah, start.
The moon was coming up in the east behind me, and the stars were shining in the clear sky above me. There was not a cloud in the sky. I was happy to be alone high up above the sea countryside. I was flying my old Dakota aeroplane over France back to England. I was dreaming of my holiday and looking forward to being with my family. I looked at my watch 1:30 in the morning.
Okay, thank you, thank you.
I felt Paris control.
Yeah, so the moon was coming up in the east behind me, and the stars were shining in the clear sky above me. There wasn't a cloud in the sky. I was happy to be alone, high up above the sleeping countryside. I was flying my old Dakota airplane over France back to England. I was dreaming of my holiday and looking forward to being with my family. I looked at my watch, 1:30 in the morning. So the narrator, he was flying in his old Dakota aeroplane back to England from France. From France to England, he was flying back to reach to his family as he was going for the holiday, and he was expecting to reach on time. When he saw from his cockpit, from the cabin of his Dakota airplane, from the cockpit, when he looked above, he found the cloud was clean. There was no dark clouds and all. The sky was very good. He could see the stars twinkling around, and he was not having any problem about it. So he was happy that he is flying very normally. There was nothing to worry, and within no time he would reach to his home safely. Yes, what is his name? Arpit, read. Arpit Upadhyay.
Sir, I had no, I had, means not book.
Huh?
Book is not there.
Why? You have not bought the book so far?
Means no, sir. I have, but in my room.
Acha.
But network problem is not there. Means network problem is there now. I'm sitting outside.
Okay. Yeah, Tushar, please read.
I should call Paris control soon. I do. As I looked down past the nose of the airplane, I saw the light of a big city in front of me. I switched on the radio and said, Paris control, Dakota DS-088, here. Can you hear me? I am on my way to England, over. The voice from the radio answered me immediately, DS-088, I can hear you. You are go to turn 12 degree west now. DS-088, over.
Yeah. Okay. So I should call Paris control soon, I thought. As I looked down past the nose of the aeroplane, I saw the lights of a big city in front of me. I switched on the radio and said, Paris control, Dakota DS-088 here. Can you hear me? I am on my way to England, over. So he just thought of that I should know to be in touch with the Paris control room, since he was flying over the Paris and he could see the beautiful city of Paris. So he wanted to just to meet, just to have a conversation with the controller there, that they can know that he is flying, so they can help him to fly back to England without any problem. If any other aeroplane is coming up, if any other problem is coming in the sky, that means if the dark clouds are there or any other problem is there, he could be in touch with them. So that's why he just called the Paris control room and told that he is flying his Dakota DS-088 and going to England. And immediately he got the response. That yes, we could hear you. We know from in our radar we can see that you are flying. So we know that you are flying. We can see in our radar. So don't worry, everything is clear. You can go easily. Yes, Satvik Singh or Satvik Srivastav. Read. Can't hear. Increase your volume. Increase the volume. No, cannot hear. Increase your volume. Okay, Anurag.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, read. I checked the map and the compass.
I checked the map and the compass, switched over my second and last fuel tank, that turned the Dakota 12 degrees west towards England. I will be in time for breakfast. I thought. I got a good big English breakfast. There, everything was going well. It was an easy flight. Paris was about 150 kilometers behind me. Well, when I saw a storm cloud, they were huge. They looked like a black mountain stand in front of me across the sky. I could not fly up and over them, and I did not have enough fuel to fly around them to the north and south.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. So I checked the map and the compass, switched over to my second and the last fuel tank and turned the Dakota 12 degrees west towards England. So he just checked all his monitors and all, that everything is all right, the fuel is there or not, everything is checked, and then he turned the aeroplane, his Dakota aeroplane, towards the 12 degree where it was 12 degrees west towards England. He started moving there as the Paris control room had instructed him, had told him. He did that. As he was flying, it was a very easy flight. There was no problem. It was just going on. Paris was about 150 kilometers behind me when I saw the clouds, storm clouds. As he was thinking that he would reach on time and he will have a beautiful breakfast, the English breakfast he will be happy to have it. He will reach on time to have this beautiful breakfast. So he was thinking about it. Suddenly he saw this black clouds, a big storm was coming. He is already far from the Paris, around 150 kilometers. He is already far away from this Paris, 150 kilometers away, and all of a sudden this cloud has come. They were very huge. They looked like black mountains standing in front of me across the sky. I knew I could not fly up and over them, and I did not have enough fuel to fly around them to the north or south. Now he was in a fix. He was in a problem because this huge cloud was there. Okay, this huge storm, dark black storm was in front of him. His aeroplane was not so good that he could fly above this cloud. That means he has to go more and more higher than this storm cloud and fly over it. That could not be possible through this old Dakota plane. He could not go. Second problem was that he could not go around the plane. That means from southwest to go and turn it. So that much fuel was not there in this Dakota flight. So he was totally caught up. What to do? Only one chance or hope was there. Either go back to the Paris, land there, or else go through this this flight, okay, this cloud, and get inside this and go away. That's what he had the idea. Yeah, Aryan Chaudhary, please read.
I ought to go back to Paris, I thought, but I wanted to get home. I wanted that breakfast. I will take the risk, I thought, and flew that old Dakota straight into the storm. Inside the cloud, everything was suddenly black. It was impossible to see anything outside the aeroplane. The old aeroplane jumped and twisted in the air. I looked at the compass. I couldn't believe my eyes. The compass was turning round and round and round. It was dead. It would not work. The old instruments were suddenly dead too. I tried the radio.
Okay, thank you.
Paris
Thank
control.
you. I ought to go back to Paris, I thought, but I wanted to get home. I wanted that breakfast. I'll take the risk, I thought, and flew that old Dakota straight into the storm. So he had the idea to go back to Paris, land there, and then later on he will fly back when the storm is gone. But he wanted somehow to reach home soon. He wanted to go home as early as possible and have that breakfast. That's what he wanted. So he took the risk. He thought of the risk and took the risk and went straight inside the storm. He just went inside the storm and took the risk. The moment he got inside the storm, he was totally black because he could not see anything. It was dark, black, as if light is gone, and he was totally upset there. He could not see anything. He tried to check his monitors, his meters and everything, compass and everything. Nothing was working. Even the radio was not working. He was in a trouble now. He was not believing that everything, every machinery was dead. Everything was dead. Nothing was working. He was totally frightened. Now what to do? I have taken the risk, but what can be done now? He was thinking about it. Okay, Trisha, please read.
Paris control, Paris control. Can you hear me? There was no answer. The radio was dead too. I had no radio, no compass, and I could not see where I was. I was lost in the storm, then in the black clouds quite near me. I saw another aeroplane. It had no light on its wings, but I could see it flying next to me through the storm. I could see the pilot's face turned towards me. I was very glad to see another person. He lifted one hand and waved. Follow me, he was saying, follow me. He knows that I am lost. I thought he is trying to help me.
Okay, thank
He
you.
took-
Thank you. So Paris control, can you hear me? So immediately took the radio and tried to have a conversation with the Paris control room so that he could tell them that he is in this problem, he is in the storm. But there was no response because the radio was dead. It could not work because of the storm. Now he was totally unaware where he was heading, whether he was heading towards England or some other place. The route was gone because the plane was not showing, the compass was not showing the right route. So he was totally upset what to do next. Suddenly he saw another aeroplane, a black aeroplane next to his aeroplane. And he was shocked, he was surprised at how this plane has come, from where this plane has come. He could see a person sitting in that. He could see his face. The helmet was there. So he could see easily. And the man was waving the hand, follow me. He was showing him with the hand, please follow me. So like a obedient child, the narrator turned his aeroplane behind this black aeroplane and started moving to the direction of the black aeroplane. No, he knows that I am lost. I thought he's trying to help me. So he understood that this black aeroplane has understood, realized that I am lost in this storm. So he has come to help me. So I should follow him. And he also, like an obedient child, followed this black aeroplane. Yeah, Ayushi, please read.
Follow me, he was saying, follow me. He know that I am lost. I thought he is trying to help me. He turned his aeroplane slowly to the north, in the front of my Dakota. So that is way that it would be easy for me to follow him. I was very happy to go behind the strange aeroplane like the obedient child. After the half an hour, the strange black aeroplane was still there in front of me in the clouds. There was only enough fuel in the old Dakota last tank of flight for 5-10 minutes more. I was starting to feel frightened again, but then he started to go down, and I followed through the storm.
Okay, thank you.
Suddenly,
Thank you. So he turned his aeroplane slowly to the north in front of my Dakota so that it would be easier for me to follow him. I was very happy to go behind the strange aeroplane like an obedient child. So this black aeroplane was not having any lights. Okay, there were no lights on this aeroplane. He was surprised to see this type of aeroplane, but he started following him. This aeroplane came in front of him. He followed that black aeroplane quietly, moving towards it. Now, after half an hour, the strange black aeroplane was still there in front of me in the clouds. Now, there was only enough fuel in the old Dakota's last tank to fly for 5 or 10 minutes more. Now, he was now more upset. The plane was still moving. He does not know where this black aeroplane was going. And secondly, his tank was getting empty. Okay, there was no more much fuel in the tank, in the last tank of the aeroplane, Dakota aeroplane. There was not much fuel, and he was a bit upset whether I would reach or not. Down, because only another 5 or 10 minutes fuel is there. Whether he will reach or not, that was the problem with him. But suddenly he saw this black aeroplane started going down. He started going down, and he also followed him to go down. Yeah, Urvashi, please read.
Yes, sir.
Switch on your video first of all. Yeah, read.
Suddenly I came out of the cloud and saw 2 long straight lights of lights in front of me. It was a runway and airport. I was safe. I turned to look for my friend in the black aeroplane, but the sky was empty. There was nothing there. The black aeroplane was gone. I could not see it anywhere. I landed and was not sorry to walk away from the old Dakota near the control tower. I went and asked the woman in the control center where I was and who the other pilots was. I wanted to say thank you.
Okay, thank
She
you.
looked at me very strangely and
thank you. Okay, suddenly I came out of the clouds and saw 2 long straight lines of lights in front of me. It was a runway and airport. I was safe. Now, as soon as he came out of the cloud, he could see this runway. Okay, lights were there on the runway, side lights were there, they were burning like anything. So he was happy that now I am safe. I have come safely out of this storm and I have reached to an airport. He landed his old Dakota to the airport. Before that, he looked around. As he was landing, he looked around. He could not see the black aeroplane. He was surprised where this black aeroplane has gone. I am not able to see it. Where he has gone cannot be seen anywhere. So he was surprised to see He landed his Dakota into the airport and ran straight towards the control tower. He straight away ran to the control tower, and there a woman was sitting. He just asked asked about this aeroplane to find out where to say a few words of appreciation, to say a few words of gratitude to that person who had helped him to come out of the this storm. Grishma, switch on your camera and read.
जो तुझी दफा पहली बार कर जावे मतलब के समझ इशारे ये तो न
Yes.
Suddenly I came out of the cloud and saw two long straight lines and lights in front of me. It was a runway, an airport. I was safe. I turned to look from my friend in the black aeroplane, but the sky was empty. There was nothing there.
That is over.
The black aeroplane was gone.
That is over.
I
You have
could
to
not-
read from. She looked at me very strangely from there.
She looked at me very strangely and then laughed. Another aeroplane up there in this storm. No other aeroplane were flying tonight. Your was the only one I could see on the radar. So he helped me to arrive there safely without a compress or a radio and without any fuel in the tanks. How picture of the strong black aeroplane flying on the storm without lights.
Yeah. So she looked at me very strangely and then laughed. Another aeroplane up there in this storm. No other aeroplanes were flying tonight. Yours was the only one I could see on the radar. So when he asked the woman that where is that other aeroplane, where is that black aeroplane, she was surprised. She just smiled at him, looked at him and said that there was no other aeroplane. It was only your aeroplane which was flying in the sky, and we could see your aeroplane in the radar. There was no other aeroplane at all. So how could we say that there was any other aeroplane? Now the narrator was surprised. He was shocked that from where then this fellow came. No, from where this fellow had come, I am not able to understand from where he had come, and he had helped me to land on this airport. He was totally upset. Mansi. So he was totally upset about it, and he just wanted to know from where he had come. I hope you might have understood the story.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So
Yes, sir.
these are the two stories.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so these are two stories of the flying.